Wow, this place is totally amazing. I really need to sit down and get a map out and plan exactly where I want to go. I've got a land now. I've been around a few valleys and things, but this place is awesome. I'm absolutely impressed. I'm down to 1.9 tons of fuel, so I've got to land now before I die. So I'll take the autopilot off and we'll land. Let's get away from these hills. We can get the weather up as well by pressing that button there. Wind calm 1013. Okay, cool. We're on 1013. And which means we can pick any runway we want. There's a airfield down there. Don't think that's the one we're going to though. No, different one. We want 120. Will take us to our airfield of choice. I know it seems slow. I mean, this is doing like nearly just over 300 knots. So the next thing we want is our airfield in sight. We've got 10 miles to run, 1 minute 30 seconds ish. So once we've got our airfield in sight, we need to line up on the runway that we're going to land on. Now normally we'd be calling the tower on the radio and saying, hey, we're inbound to you, and they'd give us joining instructions. But I don't use air traffic control on a flight simulator because it's really annoying. It's in your ear all the time. So I'm just going to pick a runway and land on it because I can. Okay, so we'll be ahead somewhere, a couple of miles. Another great thing about the Tornado is it's got massive air brakes. You can come down almost vertical and it's tremendous. I love this aeroplane and I'm sure you will if you start to fly it. Okay, runway's not quite in sight yet, so I'm going to start throttling back, put the wings fully forward. Yeah, I figure that's the airfield there. So because there's no wind, it doesn't really matter which runway I land on. Now, if I'd pre-flight properly, I would have known how many runways there are here and which direction they're all in. Let's get the map up. See if I can zoom in to get some kind of map. Runway orientation, looks like we've got two on the cross. We can go straight in there pretty much on that one, look. What's that? Okay. This is the back cockpit, by the way. Don't want to be in there. Just come straight in. Now we want to land this aircraft at about 140 knots plus 4 knots for every ton of fuel we got on board. So we're looking at 1.8, call it 2 tons of fuel. 148 knots is our touchdown speed. Runway is about there. Look, I'm going to pick that one. Hope it's long enough. And we can hit the air brakes. And they'll bring us down to our gear lowering speed, which is about 240 knots. Trimming it up. Once we get to 240, I can drop the wheels and drop the air brakes as well, because we don't need them now. The wheels will slow us down. I want to maintain 200 knots on the approach. Runway's just there. Look. Trim the nose up a little bit, one stage of flaps. .217. It's very, very important to keep a look at this. This is your airspeed. I'll put the altitude to radio altitude. Rad alt. It's given me 1600 feet. Trim up. 204 knots. Drop in at 2000 feet a minute. Do this little arrow there. That's 500, 1000, 15, 2000. It's excess of 2000 feet a minute. Trim up. Drop to 200 knots, a bit more power. Because I don't want to be below 200 knots. Got my touchdown speed, 150-ish. Nicely trimmed in, look, not touching the controls. It's all, everything's got to be balanced up. You'll get used to it. It's not difficult. Okay, maintaining 203 knots on the approach. 500 feet. Raise the nose slightly, pitch up slightly. Drop in again. Drop below 200. Second stage of flaps. Off with all the power. Got one red, one white light. That means I'm on the glide slope. That's good. 186, 184, 180, 179. Very important. Keep an eye on that airspeed. Start to raise that nose now. Speed will come down. Speed's dropping, speed's dropping. 158, 156. Touchdown at 153 with a bounce. Well done. Teach monkeys to fly better than that. Okay, full air brake extension, full flaps and brakes. Let's have a quick look outside. Now obviously if you're on the radio to the tower, they'll direct you where to turn off and where to go and park. On a flight sim that's not really important. You can shut it down wherever you want, put the brakes on, back in the cockpit. And to switch this kite off, obviously there's checklists. You can go through all the checklists, however in depth that you want. You click on the stick, you get rid of it, which will expose these switches. I cut the fuel off. That kills the engines, and all these warning lights come on in the cabin. Master switch off, and all these switches go off. And basically that's it. Thanks for watching. Join me next time. Welcome to Yosemite National Park.